We're going to be doing an odd section here. Odd stands for organic double duty. We have some peel here. This is a lime peel. I'm going to show you how to peel a lime and a lemon. Now, these are organic products. Now, the way you find out if something is organic, each product will have a number on it. Organic, we usually start with a 9 and have 5 digits. If you can see this one, this is an orange, and I'll show you this one. This is a lime. Okay, what we're going to do is to peel. I've already washed these. We're going to peel. I'm going to show you how to peel an orange. Start from the top and just work your way around. Might be a little difficult when you first start it, but don't worry if pieces fall off. You end up with small pieces. You're going to dry it when you finish, and the only thing you'll have to do then is just dry it flat. But if you peel it, take your time, peel it the way in which I'm peeling it here, you'll be able to just hang it up in a warm place and then let it dry. Take about a day or so, maybe two days to dry out. And then once it's dry, you can use it for other purposes as well as using the orange. So you're left with a peel here, which you can just hang up, and you have the orange that you can use. You could do the exact same thing with the lime. So this is the peel once it's been dried. Take you 1.5 to 3 days, depending on the temperature of the room, to dry. And then what you can do is just break it into pieces and store it for use in future, and it will last. It will last, I would think, maybe even a year. You can keep this, and there will be other videos where I can show you different things that you can do with the peel. What we're about to do is to make a very, very powerful mixture to combat the flu and cold symptoms. There's a flu going around, and I understand it's taking people out. What you need to do is take this as soon as you start to get this in, or better yet, take it before, because this is an immune system builder. Now, the products we need is honey. This is local honey in here. These are limes, which I've peeled. This is cinnamon. Looks a little strange, but this is cinnamon from the Caribbean. It's straight off the tree. That's why it looks like this. But the cinnamon that you can use here is just as good. We have some cloves here. This is tamarind. May be new to you. You can buy it from the Caribbean store or from the Indian, Asian stores. This is what is called wet tamarind. It comes in a packet like this. And we have dried orange peel, dried lime peel. In this here, I have a spoonful of cayenne pepper. This bowl has garlic, onion, ginger, and turmeric. In here, I put some moringa tea and some peppermint tea. And this is a cup full of molasses. Now what I'm going to do is I have a pot on the stove with some water that's boiling. I'm going to add the cinnamon stick, the clove, and the tamarind. Then what I'm going to do is add the dried peel. What I did with the garlic, the ginger, turmeric, and the onion was to blend it. Usually if I'm doing a small batch, I would just grate that, but because I'm doing a big batch, I've got some orders already, I blended it all in a blender. I'm going to add that to the mixture. I'm also going to add the cayenne pepper, the moringa tea, and the peppermint tea. The 4 limes that I juiced, I'm going to add them all to the mixture. going to add the molasses. What I'm going to do is leave the honey until this is finished and add it after I've turned the stove off, because it'll diminish the nutrients from it if I put it on the stove with these. Now this is going to boil for around 45 minutes. Bring it to the boil, put it on simmer, let it simmer for 45 minutes. Then you come back. You can leave it in the pot if you can and just strain it as you need it. Add the honey, obviously stir it well, strain it, or you can strain the whole mixture and jar it off. Now the mixture's come to a boil. What you have to do now is to turn it down and let it simmer for 45 minutes. Now if you don't have all of the ingredients, don't worry, just use what you have. You might find it hard to get the tamarind. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. And the same thing with the moringa. If you don't have the moringa tea, you don't necessarily have to have it in there. You can sometimes find it in the health food store. I know Monday my throat started scratching and my head started. So I just use what I had. There's several of the ingredients that we have here that I didn't have, but I used what I had. And I drank it that night, then the next morning, and I was fine after that. Now this is the finished product here. I've strained some off. This is about a quarter of a cup. No, not a quarter. It's about half a cup. Now if you can, this is very potent. You can drink it like this, or you can dilute it with some warm water and drink it warm. Drink it at least 3 times a day, and it should knock out those flu symptoms.